Ganz groß bis zum letzten Mann. Der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB. Stürmen wollen wir das Tor, ja das ist unsere Pflicht. Wir geben heute das Tempo an, der Gegner stört uns nicht. Der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB. Ist das Spiel gewonnen, dann kann man es verstehen. Der BVB wird niemals untergehen. Der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB, der BVB.
Ah. Yo. Hello, everybody. This is Heath Nation 2465. The date is April 12th, 2025. Welcome to Der Klassiker, a.k.a. the German Classical. This is a weird watch party. This is the third watch party that we're doing, and it's for soccer. Fascinating stuff. And the matchup today is a part of the Bundesliga between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. And many of you are wondering, Heath, what the hell is the German Classic? So, think of it like this. Think Ohio State versus Michigan, but in German soccer. That's basically Der Klassiker in a nutshell. And we're going to be doing play-by-play, live reaction commentary to this. But first, we have to set the ground rules here. I have the game on. It's about to kick off in 12 minutes time here. Yes, we are 1 week away from WrestleMania. WrestleMania! Let me do another test here. Chat test. I'm trying to get my overlays all corrected here. Let's see. Yes, it works. Okay, cool. And then I just set my display capture down. Okay. And it should work for this as well. Yes. Okay. Let me get the screens going here. Oh. Actually, let me shrink this down because we need some context as to what this sport is about. So, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. This is the matchup. The last time they met, it was at Dortmund. It was a 1-1 tie there. Now they're in Bayern Munich. They're in Munich, Germany. This is a rivalry that has been going on for quite a long time. What's up, Davis? I see you in the chat. Yeah, I know. That's why I titled it as such. Damn it. So, for Bayern Munich, it's trying to reestablish dominance. Because last year, they fell on a little bit of hard times. They faltered at one point in the season, and they gave up the title to Bayer Leverkusen right here. So they're trying to establish dominance once again. Borussia Dortmund, it's all about finding identity. Borussia Dortmund is trying to get back to prominence somewhat. They're trying to rebuild. They had a Cinderella run at the Champions League last year with the weapons that they had at their disposal. They came up short in the finals against Real Madrid. So they've been trying to find their identity by cycling players, cycling coaches. And on Wednesday, during the Champions League, both teams faltered big time. Dortmund lost at Barcelona with Lewandowski, their former premier player, just going balls to the wall. And Bayern Munich here loses their first leg at home, which is going to be where the finals of the Champions League is, to Inter Milan. So they're going to be trying to restore their pride and dominance back after that. This is what the Bundesliga table looks like. Some matches completed earlier today, as you can see up here. Leverkusen and Berlin, or Union Berlin, they tied. Mainz, not looking good for them. They lost to a team that's like on the verge of relegation right now. So these spots right here are practically open. They're practically everyone's for the taking. Dortmund need to win this to even stand a chance of getting in one of these tournaments. Probably a Champions League spot again. Probably Europa League. Probably Europa Conference. But that is the story. Here is the lineup. So Bayern Munich are currently running a 4-2-3-1 playing style. Let me see if I can... I'm going to minimize this so I can see the chat. I put it in his damn Discord, by the way, Davis. So, Bayern Munich is currently running the 4-2-3-1 version. Harry Kane is going to be starting up front. Then Sane, Moller, and Olise, the back three behind him. Goretzka, I think I said that right. Goretzka and my boy Kimmich, they're going to be the two in the middle. Stanisic, Kim, Deer, and Lamer. I'm new to this, don't get mad. They're going to be the four behind the goalie, Urbig. Of course, their other goalie, Neuer, is out with injury. And then these are their reserve players. Peretz, Guerrero, Bowie, Balhinia, Vidovic, Pavlovic. There we go. I'm trying to get my tongue together, guys. Sorry. Narby, Koeman, and Kuzi Acer are their reserves. Now we go to my boys in yellow. Borussia Dortmund. Running an interesting scheme here. The 3-3-2-2. They got Guirassy, Bier, and the front two. Behind them is Julian Brandt and Gross. And then the three behind them are Svensson, Ozkan, and Rierson. And then they have Anton, Emre Can, and Sule guarding Gerbel Kobel. Or Gregor Kerbel. There we go. I got it right. And their reserves for this match are as follows. Alexander Mayer, Juan Cuoto, Benzabiani, Giovanni Reina, Mecha, we'll call this guy Chuck, Duranville, Adeyemi, which is weird because Adeyemi is normally starting, and Jamie Gittins. So that is your starting lineup for this match. Some notable injuries on the Dortmund side. Sabitzer and Schlotterbeck are out due to injury. And it's going to be really hard for them, especially since they're the guys that set up most of the goals. Again, this is happening at Alliance Arena. What do you mean, who am I talking to? I'm talking to an audience. I'm talking to my stream. Dummy. Do you not know how a stream works? Whoever this moron is. We're about close to game time here. So. Looks like the whole crowd is going nuts. Let me unmute this. Well, it's got the scarves out here. Wow. big crowd. Man, Alliance Arena just looks awesome. Architectural state-of-the-art. Showing the Dortmund guys. I think I see Harry Kane in the background there for Bayern Munich. Oh, definitely. Oh, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn tabs. There we go. Alright, players are walking out of the field. So this is a must-win game for both teams here. Bayern Munich, if they want to secure the Bundesliga, they have to win today to break away from Leverkusen. And Dortmund need to win to possibly sniff a spot at a tournament next year. Yeah, I understand that much. Yeah, soccer in America is really weird. It's really, really weird because of, like you said, the organizational bullshit. So, let's... make this screw bigger. Alright. Coin toss. Who's getting the ball first? Emery Chan, Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller's supposed to be leaving at the end of the season, apparently. That's what was just reported in the pre-show when I was getting the stream set up. On the DC. Yeah, probably, because they were probably ratting the fucking whole thing out. A little bit of scores on this side. It looks like... let's see. Here's the other games that are going to be on as well. This is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning. You got Stuttgart and Werder Bremen going up against each other. And then you got Frankfurt taking on Heidenheim. Those will be good matches. This one especially, with Frankfurt sniffing a spot at a tournament and Heidenheim like trying to hang in there. I think, where are they at? Yeah, they're on the verge of relegation. So that would be an interesting match to see what happens. But right now, they're about to begin. The flags are waving, and people are jumping. If you guys want to watch it, of course it's on ESPN+, but they also have it on the main ESPN channel. I can't really show it because of copyright bullshit. I ain't risking that. I ain't risking that shit. And now they're starting. Here we go. So Dortmund starts with the ball first. They are knocking it down the field here. Spreading around. Oh, a little bit of a drop there. And okay, he's back up. I thought we were going to get a yellow card here. And there's Sané. Spreading the ball around in Dortmund's territory, and Kerbel's just going to grab it. 72 degrees over there. Man, a lot better weather than we're having here. So Kerbel's trying to set up here. Spreading everybody around. And they're just going to hand... I wouldn't do that if you have that many players from Bayern Munich on your ass. Already first minute done. Here we go. So if Dortmund wants to win this, ideally, just spread the ball around. Spread it around. There's been this thing where they just keep clustering together, but it's like, no, you have to use speed to spread the ball around here. And then, from that point on, that's when you go for it. For Bayern Munich to win, just for them, take advantage of opportunities. You know, when I was looking at the highlights from their match with Inter Milan, they had tons of opportunities that just would go to waste. So, for them, it's to keep calm. And here we are. The yellow wall is pretty big over there, honestly, especially for a road game. Here's some snow cap. Deep kick from Bayern's goal. Okay. Out of bounds. Kerbal kicks it out. Throw in for Bayern Munich is instant. There's, like I said, staying calm under pressure here. Staying calm on those breakaways. Bayern Munich spreading the ball around in the Dortmund goal. Kerbal just kicks it away. Good stuff there. It looks like Dortmund switched up to a 3-5-2 system. Actually, no. No, it's the same system as before, but it's just Julian Brandt and Gross are pushed up a little bit to set up scoring opportunities. It's weird. I've never commentated soccer like this before, but I'm all here for it, you know? As Bayern Munich is spreading the ball around in their territory, trying to push in. I will say I went to go see the Minecraft Unity yesterday. That was an experience, I have to say. That was an interesting experience. I give the movie a 7 out of 10. For a kid, as much shit as I talk about Jack Black, as Bayern Munich centers it into Dortmund territory, as much shit as I talk about Jack Black and how much of a satanic piece of shit he is, when it comes to kids' movies or anything involving video games, well, hindsight's 20/20. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Of course, Kimmich's on the back end there. Yep, and they're pressuring Kerbal already. Taking their time, looking at openings. They're going to pass back to Kerbal here as they are spreading the ball around, trying to get it out of their own territory. But, of course, Bayern Munich having 3 or 4 guys swarming in on the ball at every opportunity that they get. Dortmund, of course, they have to spread out in order to limit their speed. And now they're going to take it back to midfield here. Man, German soccer's always been awesome. You know, people always talk about the Premier League. And Premier League's fun, but the Bundesliga is so much better. Yeah, fucking bots. No, I don't want your cheap fucking viewing bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. Emre Can. Okay, pass it back to Kerbal. Okay. There we go. And now they're pushing over to Dortmund. Oh, gets tripped up. That's okay. Looked like Muller was trying to look for a card, but I guess not. And they're going to give it back to Kerbal. Crowd is going active as Dortmund are in Bayern territory. Bayern back heels it over, it looks like to Julian Brandt. Nope, there's Brandt on the other side. All right, Bayern Munich gets possession back. 7 minutes are about to pass here, and it looks like this is an absolute tactical war right now. There goes Dortmund into the goal set. Oh, outside. Just barely. Julian Brandt had an opportunity there. Julian Brandt, really good. Gets the pass. One touch. Giving the goalie a warning like, hey, you know, we're here. Don't let your guard down with us. It goes to the outside net, and as they showed the replay, and it looked like Guy Rossi went offsides, so Bayern ball. Ulrich gets it back. Kicks that long ball into Dortmund territory, but Dortmund gets it back over to midfield. And it's offside. Uh-oh. Bayern pushing into territory. Looks like they're setting up, trying to spread the ball around, and good deflection. Now Bayern has the ball back in Dortmund territory. Back to midfield. It's an interesting concept when you watch these soccer matches, like how tactical it gets. Trying to spread the ball around, trying to find any opening that they can. And oh, kicks tripped as he kicked. And it looks like they're going to call it on Gross. There's Kimmich right there. See that mentality. Like I said, this is one of 4 watch parties within the next 13 days. Oh, and they kick it into Dortmund's side. The tone has been set, and we're not even 10 minutes in. Of course, Kerbal, great response time there as always. They're showing Harry Kane there. He's basically the Corey Perry of soccer. He has been doing really good during Dortmund, the matches against Dortmund in their Klassiker. He's always had high-scoring affairs when it comes to playing against them. But Guy Rossi has been the best scorer in the second half of the season. Guy Rossi has 8 goals in the second half of Bundesliga as opposed to Harry Kane's 7. So it's basically a war of attrition to see who gets hot first. Who gets clicking. As Bayern is spreading the ball around, trying to get past midfield. Take their time, slice and dice. Like I said, I've never done a soccer watch party or a live reaction. It's interesting. I will say, it's really, really interesting. I just never thought in a million years I'd see myself do this as Bayern pushes in! Oh! Just outside by Muller. 1, 2. Just overshoots the side shot here. Yeah, and you can even see it right there. He's like, I could have shot it a little better. Like I said, we are not just on YouTube, we are on Twitch and Kick as well. For those of you that are watching, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the game along with this watch party. So, Ball's in midfield. Bayern and Dortmund are trading passes right now. It looks like Dortmund are trying to smother them into Bayern territory. And goalie resets. Looks like Ulrich was setting up. Oh, Urbig, my bad. There he goes. Deep ball in a territory. It's a one-on-one. Oh, was that offside? We don't know, but Dortmund clears out. Still in Dortmund territory. Rierson clears it out. Now they're going back to midfield, but it's intercepted by Bayern. Bayern setting up here, spreading the ball around, and it's just outside. By Muller once again. And good job by Anton for not touching that ball. Because if he had touched it, at that point, it would have been a corner kick for Bayern Munich. Yep, so as you see there, the possession, Bayern has had more possession. Both teams have spread the ball out pretty evenly at this point. Uh-oh. What happened here? Looks like dude was trying to slide in and the ball immediately went out of bounds. So Dortmund gets the throw in here. Kerbal gets the ball back. Ball gets kicked down midfield. Bayern gets possession right there. And midfield looks like we're going to get a throw in for Bayern. 14 minutes have passed. Still 0-0 here in the German Classic. Commentary by Heath Nation Studios. As Bayern throws it into Dortmund territory, and this is going to be a setup for Kerbal to kick it back to midfield. And Rossi tries a headbutt, doesn't work. As Bayern Munich tries to slide back in. Now Dortmund gets the ball. Dortmund going into Bayern territory here. Spreading the ball. Gives it to Bier. And Bayern intercepts. They are heading to midfield. Looks like Harry Kane tries to go for the breakaway. But it does not work. Dortmund kicks it out of bounds. So it is a throw-in for Bayern at midfield. Nope. Start. Might take a look at the WrestleMania card while we're doing this. So, Bayern has the ball in Dortmund territory. Dortmund gets the interception there. Julian Brandt trying to clear it out. He does. Well, for a moment. Yeah, WrestleMania is going to be 9 hours, which is some shit. Kerbal gets the ball back. And it looks like Kerbal's going to try to find an opening, and he does, and the ball's going to midfield. Yeah, there's going to be a 3-hour pre-show. I'm like, why? Why? Just make it 2 hours. Who fucking cares? And then the post-show is going to be like 2 hours after. Like, what? Why? Why do we need a post-show? Just keep it an hour long and fuck off. Alright. Ridiculous, man. You can only milk blood from a stone for so long here, as Bayern has the ball in midfield. Crowds going active. On both sides have fiery fan bases. And you're hearing it now as Bayern has the ball in Dortmund territory. Tries to go for an air ball, but Kerbal absolutely just catches it. And, of course, Kerbal is trying to spread players around. 17 minutes into the game. Still 0-0 as Kerbal kicked it out to midfield. But, of course, it's like a ping-pong ball. Bayern kicks it back, and it goes back to Kerbal. Now we're back to the point where Dortmund's trying to set up to try to get out of their own zone. And as you see from the stat right there, Dortmund has had better recovery time than Bayern has. You know, that 4-second difference, it might not mean much when we're looking at it, but when you look at it from this game, it means a lot. Oh! Throw in for Bayern. Here we go. They're back in Dortmund territory. I think Bayern has had much more domination in territory than Dortmund. Both teams have spread around evenly. Here we go. Match opportunity! Kerbal with a nice save. Sané with the shot. And here they go. Oh, booming kick into Bayern territory from Kerbal. Erbig surrounded by 4 Bayern guys, and now Dortmund is sending 4 over their way. About to be 5 here. Now Bayern trying to put pressure. Now the ball's back in midfield. Ball's riding the line here. I'm surprised that wasn't caught out of bounds. Now it is. Question is, who? Okay, it looks like it's Bayern and Dortmund with the trip. No call. As Bayern goes into Dortmund territory again. Lineup shot from the side. Into the middle. No good. He couldn't get a foot on it just yet. Ball's being spread around. Dortmund frantically trying to get guys into the zone. Harry Kane! Barely. Gregor Kerbal barely saves that. Harry Kane goes for the headbutt. Ooh! Ooh, that's... I wouldn't be surprised if that was called a goal. It was barely... It was like... It was so close to it. Of course, ball's back in Dortmund territory. And Kerbal gets it again. Man! Munich is just going to town. Now it goes back into Bayern territory. Good opportunity for Dortmund. Just reset for a moment. Start off small and then just start working your way back down. But it looks like Bayern offensively just has the advantage. Dortmund's only had like 1 chance, whereas Bayern's had like 3 or 4. I see Matt G in chat. What's going on, Matt?
Bayern and Dortmund.
I don't know what the hell I was going to do. Anyway, 22 minutes passed. Bayern once again attacking Dortmund. Riesen trying to stop number 44 here. And then, of course, Julian Brandt trying to move around. And this guy, all right, and that looks like, yeah, it's Sane. Sane and Rierson going at it. Back and forth. Oh! Muller. I think he was going for the ball there. All right, Dortmund gets a free kick off the trip from Muller. Who is in a trip? Number 6, I believe. Who we got? What we got? Trip up of number 6. I think it's Sewell. Yep, Ozcan. Gotcha. Spreading some. All right, there we go. There we go. We got it. We good. We can identify players now. Instead of just staying in the same corner. Still in Dortmund territory. Now Dortmund's trying to get the ball out in the midfield. Now Bayern Munich, of course, spreading out the setup. Yep, you see it right here. Okay, so there's 3 goal attempts for Bayern Munich. It looks like it's about to be 4. Nope. Reset. Man. It's like Bayern has had good opportunities, but they just haven't had the angles or the wherewithal to finish it. They haven't had the good enough angle to get at the goal here. Whereas Dortmund, they're just all bunched up. It's like, no, you got to spread the ball around. And mostly because they have 2 or 3 other people like up their ass here. Oh! That might be a yellow card on Dortmund. Nope. Was it Kimmich? Got other sports going on right now as well. The Blue Jackets and the Capitals are playing on ABC right now. And I think the Masters are still going on. Of course, I just got an update on CBS. There we go. Julian Brandt charging at the Bayern Munich goal. And doesn't work. Ball gets kicked back out into middle field. And Muller, looks like they're setting up 2 guys to go at the bridge. No good. Sonny had a chance, but it's all in onside. Just not enough. What's up, Dom the Rider? You see all the Bayern Munich fans? They're like, oh, what could have been. Gregor Kobel gets the ball. If you guys want to talk about anything while I'm doing commentary on this game, let me know. Just throw it out there. Just throw it out. We can talk about it. All right, here we go. Ball being spread out, and it looks like we're going to get a throw in for Bayern Munich. Actually, no, it's a throw in for Dortmund. Okay. Rierson is going to throw it in. It's going to be way too long. That's for damn sure. 18 hours. There we go. Dortmund setting up. Julian Brandt passes, but no one is there, so it's going to be out of bounds. And Bayern Munich gets possession. 27 minutes have passed. Score is still 0-0. Here on Heath Nation Studios. The German Classic. Third watch party on this channel, and the first of 4 that you're going to be seeing here, Heath Nation 2465, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Again, next week is WrestleMania. Here, hold that thought as they set up. Oh! Curveball! Good save on that one. As Rears, who is that? Bier? Now they give it to Rierson. And, of course, the ball gets kicked out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for... You're going to watch Avengers Endgame 7 times. The numbers don't lie, WWE, and they spell a disaster for all of you. Like I said, I've never done... Look at that. 34.29. Okay, can we do that? What was that number again? 34.29. Uh-oh. Goal opportunity! And Dortmund slides in to cancel that out. Dortmund have a really good defensive scheme going, but the problem is they can't get the ball out. So it's 21 miles per hour. That's pretty damn fast. It's amazing how many calories these guys burn, man. And how much distance these guys cover on these big fields. There's Bayern, once again, still in Dortmund territory. They've practically been in Dortmund territory this whole time. Bayern have had 6 shots to Dortmund's 1. Have had more passes complete, more offensive zone opportunities, more possession. 57% of the possession has gone to Bayern Munich. Soccer players, right? It's a good question. You can look that up. How many run in a game? 6 to 8.5 miles. So the Bundesliga, how many? In the Bundesliga season, 34 matches. So let's give the benefit of the doubt and do 7 miles. Or no, we'll do 6. So 6 miles times 34 games. 204 miles. Good Lord. All in 90-minute intervals. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing what these guys do. And it's one of those things where after a while you learn to appreciate. You learn to appreciate the athleticism. You learn to appreciate the game and how big it really is compared to sports that we watch on a local level. Like football or like American football or basketball or hockey. Yes! Yes! Unless you're a goalie, you can somewhat get away with it. But if you're like running out doing all this shit, you have to have a good metabolism and be able to eat properly. You know what I mean? You gotta have a diet. So Sané is in Dortmund territory. Going by, he has 3 people guarding him. It's a floater, and it looks like no shot opportunity. It looks like they're trying to spread the ball around to get a shot at goal here. Kerbal will get the floater. Like I said, this is new to me, so I'm trying my best here. You've seen me commentate WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble. You've seen me commentate the Fiesta Bowl. You've never seen me commentate Der Klassiker. Sané, breaks free, but no good. It's going to be out of bounds. Sané's been all over the place as of late. Stanovic gets the ball. Right. You can't do it. You can't do it until you win a championship of some kind. Floater across. Is it going to go out of bounds? Nope. Sané right there, as always. They are on the right side. On the left side of the field here. Dortmund trying to form a wall. But Bayern Munich trying their best to spread the ball around, and it just sails over the goal. And that was number 8 on that one. Who is that? That is Goretzka with that shot. Damn, how many goalkeepers? Why do you have so many goalkeepers? Damn, I thought you would just need like 3, just like in quarterbacks with football or hockey's with goalies. You guys have 7. How many did Dortmund have? 5? Okay. Now they're back in Bayern territory here. Chunky like Babe Ruth. 35 minutes have passed. And I think, yep, we're getting our first corner kick of the game. The first corner of the game. Normally in Bundesliga, well, it looks like they just did like a simple pass, so, Kimmich! Oh! Got the pass from Kimmich, but it did not work. It did not amount to anything. Who was that? It was... Who was that? I can't get a number. See, Bayern's jerseys are weird because they have the deep red. They have like a dark red with black numbers, so it's hard to make that shit out from a distance. Whereas Dortmund has the yellow jerseys that contrast with the black. So if it looks like I'm struggling to get numbers, it's not like me being an autistic retard. Okay, maybe it is, but shut the fuck up. It's because Bayern's jerseys do not help matters. They're cool jerseys, but I can't read them for shit. It's Stanisic. Okay, Stanisic. That's how you pronounce it. Cool. Thank you, Bundesliga. Yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Like this website saying, they might have to change up their schemes to get more offensive play. Or maybe they don't. Bayern, Dortmund pushing into Bayern territory, it doesn't work. And oh shit, we get a Dortmund corner kick here. Who is going to do it though? If I'm a betting man, it's probably Julian Brandt. Nope, Brandt's out there, number 10. Yep, it's going to be gross. Mostly they get Julian Brandt to do those because he does those like better than anybody. But they're going to give it to Gross, number 13 here. Dortmund always known for their corner kicks and the drama that those corner kicks cause. They have 3 guys from Bayern at the front here. They're going to set up here. And Bayern gets it. And that's a headbutt! Oh, outside! Outside there. Who was that? Bayern headbutted it out. But it was, what was that, Rierson? Number 24. Yeah, Svensson. Tried to headbutt it in, but it was just too wide. It would have been an amazing goal, honest to God. Now they're back into Dortmund territory, trying to push out in to Bayern territory as they go deep with it, but it's going to get caught by Erbig, and Erbig is just going to give it to his teammate, and it looks like they're going to kick deep. No, they're not. No, simple pass here. Yeah. And there's always the debate, like, which sports would be harder, today or, like, years ago. I think sports back then would have been harder because everyone was more physical back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's about athleticism and talent now, but back then you had to be pretty hard-nosed to make it around. You had to be tough. Rierson gets an interception off a tip here. And, oh, man, that's a Bayern setup. Sane gets the set. Oh, great save by Kerbal. Everything just fell apart for Dortmund there. They get an interception. Dude gets slid into. And then Sane comes in with the breakaway, but it does not work. Now Sane has a corner kick off Kerbal's save. Let's see what happens. They have 6 guys in front of the goal on Dortmund's side, and they're going to bat it out of the way perfectly. Looks like Sane and Kane are spreading the ball around here. Set up. Deep goal. Whoa. They get it out, but they're going to do another setup. And there's a guy for Dortmund that's down right now. Is that Emery Chan? The captain? I think so. What happened? Wow, that was like a thing. So everyone was bunched together. Kerbal had this a chance at saving it. Oh, Emery Chan ran into Kerbal. That's what happened. And they're tackling each other, Man, what the hell was that? And Harry Kane comes in with that beautiful slide to set up the 1v1 opportunity for Sane. That gets deflected by Gregor Kerbal. Man. Like I said, this is live on ESPN right now. And it's also on ESPN Plus, but I am currently watching on ESPN because I don't want to use ESPN Disney Plus. Oh, Kimmich has the corner kick ready. Kimmich mentality. Let's see what it's all about here. Kimmich gets set up for the corner kick. Let's see what happens here. Raises his hand. Here we go. Douche. And Kerbal comes in with a beautiful grab. Boosh. Kicks it down to Bayern territory. It's a 2v2 right here. And oh, there it is. Sané gets the foul. Now it is Dortmund ball. Question is, do they get the kick? Kicks over Bayern. Oh, he wasn't even going for the ball there. Yep, it's a free kick. It is a free kick. And it's going to Verson, who gives it to Bayern. Alright, let's see what happens here. Everyone spread out. Wall's been formed. It is off to the right corner. There they go. Flies in. Tries the kick. And it's defended really well against Dortmund. But Bayern deflects it, so it's a throw-in for Dortmund. Man, these guys are producing a lot of sweat. I mean, it is 72 degrees out there. That'll do it. A lot on the line for both teams. They both had terrible losses in the Champions League. Dortmund got blown out by Lewandowski in Barcelona. Whereas Munich gave up a horrible goal in the last few seconds of their game against Inter Milan at Munich to lose 2-1 in the first leg. So now we have a corner kick again for Dortmund. All right, hand is raised. Douche. And ball gets deflected in, but it looks like Dortmund is going to retain possession in Bayern territory. Gets tripped up, and they're going to call a foul. And it's going to be on Goretzka. Goretzka. Ooh, no. He tripped him. He tripped him. All right, another free kick here. And that's Ryerson with the free kick. Everybody's bunched up. Let's see what happens. This is going to be off the left side. Here they go. Kicks it deep. Oh, deflected by the goalie. Irving with a nice deflection. And throw in for Munich. Oh! No, yeah, it is a throw in for Munich. Okay. Why does the goalie for Bayern Munich look like Joe Burrow? Jesus. Nice little punch there, though. All right, 45 minutes have passed. We're going into extra time. How much time are they going to put in? 2 minutes. Cool. Still 0-0, by the way. All right. Uh-oh. Soleil, all right. Back to midfield. Sané has the ball again in Dortmund territory. Sané gets a nice pass, but nothing comes out of it as the ball is kicked out by number 23 of Dortmund back to midfield, and the goalie for Bayern Munich centers it.
2016, it was 0-0 at Dortmund. I remember commentating on it, thinking, it's maybe the best 0-0 draw I've ever seen. Milan with a flank.
Uh-oh. Set up! Oh! Kerbal with a nice save! And, of course, it came from Harry Kane. And it's going to be a corner shot for Bayern Munich. Muller had the stop kick, and it set up Harry Kane with a perfect shot, which was a little bit wide. And of course, Kimmich has a chance at a corner kick. This is the last minute, so whatever happens afterwards, of course, we're going to go into halftime. Kimmich raises his hand. Noosh! Goes a little bit too wide. Oh, goes for a simple headbutt, but Kerbal! Nice save there! And it looks like it's going to be the end of the half. Yep, there's the whistle. So, we're done with the first half of the game. It is 0-0. Bayern and Dortmund have not scored. This has been the German Classic. You are listening to the German Classic here at Heath Nation Studios. We are at halftime right now. I don't know, guys. What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? You know what? Let's talk about the Minecraft movie. I went to go see the Minecraft movie. And I will say I was genuinely surprised. I was genuinely surprised. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. As much shit as I talk about Jack Black, right? When it comes to anything involving video games or kids, no, it was actually rather tame. I think I saw one person like fling their popcorn around during the chicken jockey, but it was no different from a spritz from your like a water bottle. No different from a Triple H like water gush. So everyone stayed cool. There were a lot of kids there, of course. It's a kids movie. The one time I raised my voice was for the homage to Technoblade. And that's the only time I raised my voice. And I yelled, R.I.P. Technoblade! And of course, everybody, round of applause. So yeah, that was mostly it. Round of applause and everything else that goes in between. I gotta show this fucking video, man. I gotta find it. The one where the dude brought a chicken, an actual chicken, into the movie theater. Live chicken. That shit had me weak. Alright, let me get my screen back up here. I'm going to shrink it down to my regular level here. So after the stream, I'm going to be going to a furry car meetup. On God. On fucking God. It's funny. It's a... Look at people got their things up. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This motherfucker bring a real life chicken into the movie theater. We're going to talk about this on the podcast, but at the same time, what the fuck are you doing? And that's the thing. The chicken jockey scene, it's not even that good of a scene. I'll be dead honest to you. It's not even the best scene in the movie. What the fuck? What are you doing, dude? No shit, Dom. It is stupid. Steph did a whole video about it, which was, she chronicled pretty much everything. Let me see if I can look her up here. Let's see. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Yes! Yes. Yeah.
Even a game.
MLB The Show. Dude, MLB The Show be making some bangers as of late, man. Cops involved. Bro, why would you throw... You're just asking to get your ass beat, man. Like, you throw a piece of popcorn, and then you get this big, brawling, bald white guy at your neck. Like, what are you doing? Oh, my God. People be so dumb. Anyways. I'll tell you what else we can do. We can rate Bundesliga logos. Do some Bundesliga logos! Since we're talking about soccer and all this other horseshit. Video game women, that list looks really... I looked at the list, and you can't make out half those characters that they have. So there's 2 leagues right now to the Bundesliga. There's the first one. Second one right here. And we're going to be using these as, like, indicators. For sure. Let me get my lo-fi up. The virtual Bundesliga? What? Oh, you idiot. Holy shit, I just realized something. Did you ever watch Total Drama Island? Dom, do you remember Gwen, the goth chick? I just realized, I'm like, that's fucking Rhea Ripley. Like, holy fuck. Dude, Total Drama Island was great, especially when they had, like, the serial killer episode, and the dude's just got a chainsaw attached to a hockey stick. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Alright, this is the Heidenheim logo. Let's see what it looks like. Heidenheim. Dude, Lindsay was a great... I love Lindsay. I loved Lindsay, even though she was annoying as fuck, but at the same time. Goddamn. Definitely wouldn't kick her out of my bedroom. So what we got? We got... The first logo here is Heidenheim 1846. It looks generic, but it's nothing to write about. FC Cologne. That's what it looks like. That is a cool fucking logo. That is a cool. I'm gonna put that in S. And what is this? Magdeburg. Magdeburg. Let me close this. I'm assuming that they're. There it is. I mean, a lot of these are pretty generic, honest to God. See, that FCN logo looks shit. And then what is this one? Is that Bundesliga 2? Or is that 1? I don't know what it is. It looks cool. Looks cool. We'll put it in A. FC Berlin, A. That's a cool logo. Alemana? Yeah, I don't know any of these teams. We're just rating them. We'll put it A. And then this one's a B. Bayer Leverkusen has a good logo. Borussia Dortmund, classic logo. Borussia Mönchengladbach, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a pretty decent logo. Dresden, A. We're just gonna go through. Eintracht Frankfurt has a good one. We'll put that in S. Bayern München, or München, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce, A. FCA has a really good one. We're just speed ranking. Hanover, it looks like a Hanover 96. It looks like a. Is it? Okay. There we go. Should be good now. Sorry. I forgot I had it set when I was doing the music stream. Or not music stream, the birthday stream. But look at Hanover 96 here. This looks like a gas station I would go by if I were driving on I-75. And this is Werder Bremen. It looks like a domain website. It looks like a logo you would see on like a domain website. Mainz 05. That's a cool logo. A lot of these are really generic. This is Hoffenheim. Bayern would go to it was. No shit, Dom! No shit! Red Bull Leipzig is a good logo. That'll be S. Schanzer, I like that one. Schanzer looks good. Yeah, who did that? Of course it's dark. Hold on. Do another test here. Will it work?
Hey, Rob!
There we go!
Go fuck yourself!
Good! There we go. And what is that? We're just blazing through these. No, that's Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg. This is Werder. This one is Wolfsburg. Okay. They just look the same. They look the fucking same. You guys wouldn't be able to tell the difference, probably. Dearborn, ugh. That looks like something that I would make in Microsoft Paint. Stuttgart, ooh, that looks intimidating. Bochum. don't know. Blue and white together like that, it's just so generic. I don't know what it is. I don't know why a lot of these teams in Germany always go for that approach. The white and the blue. Gymnastics championships coming up. I'm just looking at this ad with all these women. Of course, April 17th and 19th, huh? Go LSU! Hertha, at least there's some effort. Dearborn, where is it? Oh yeah, we were just looking at that. Yeah, there it is, Paderborn. And then there's Gunther Firth. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. It's not my fault. All right, we're new to this. Schalke, I would put it in C, but they have a history, so we'll put B. Like, what is this logo? Who is this? Hamburger. Like, good lord, guys. You know what? Let's put Bayern and Dortmund in S. And we'll put Leverkusen in there just for the hell of it. Alright, looks like the guys are getting back out now. So enough making fun of the logos. Let's get back into this game. Close windows, media player. We're going back into the game. But no, for real, I'm going to a furry car meetup that a friend of mine does. It's actually really fun. Like, it's not the typical shit that you... Here's the thing, right? I understand that furries are a polarizing group of people. Alright? Because of all the horse shit with, like, the shitting in litter boxes, the sexual shit, all the stuff that they do at these conventions... It's really a tale of two sides. You got those degenerate assholes, and then you got people that just do it for the interaction for it. You know what I mean? You got the people that just do it for fun, you know, to interact with people and whatnot. And I think there needs to be a difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that are not doing anything wrong, they shouldn't be roped into the people that are doing degenerate bullshit, right? And if any of that degenerate bullshit was happening at these meetups, I would outright condemn it. Not even a question. I would outright condemn it. That being said, we are in the second half of this game. Bayern already starting off hot. They got the ball to start the game. They are in Dortmund territory to literally kick it off. Sane has the ball. I think the three guys that you've been hearing from the most in this game on Bayern side are Sane, Harry Kane, and Muller. That's basically... And on the other side, it's of course been Bier and Emery Chan. Ugh. Let's see, what changes did they make? Not much change. Normally they update that, but whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's a breakaway strike. It's Bier. Bier. They all center the ball now. Now Dortmund's back in territory. Rierson has the ball. They're in Dortmund territory. There's Bayern! Goal! Dortmund strike first! No doubt about it! Right there, first 2 minutes into the half, Dortmund take the lead 1-0. Unbelievable goal. Now let's see, is he onside? Let's see if he's onside. It's onside, no doubt about it. Not even a doubt. He had two players onside. Boom! Headbutt bouncer, no doubt about it. Right between Old Big's legs. And what do you know? Dortmund, after having all that shit go on defensively, they strike first, no doubts about it. 1-0 Dortmund. Unbelievable goal. How about it, guys? That should breathe confidence. And as they go for another breakaway, but no, he lost his footing. Here we go. Munich have the ball back. Sané looking. William Brandt clears. The ball is in Dortmund territory. Bayern Munich. All the pressure is on them. If this is going to be, if they want to look back and tie the game, they just look. It looks like they're all like running into each other. They're all cluttered right now. It would be shocking if Bayern Munich loses again at home, especially after that heartbreaking loss to Inter Milan in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. It would be a confidence-shattering moment. For sure. As Bayern Munich looking to set up on the Dortmund side of the ball here. Here we go. All right, Dortmund has the ball back in midfield at number 24. Spreading the ball around. Number 13. There's Guairassi. Here we go. Number 24. Man, this is weird. Now Dortmund's trying to get more pressure going here in Bayern territory. It's really been a tale of two halves right now. As Bayern... Oh, it gets tripped up. Oh. Are we going to get a yellow card? Nope. Oh, it's a free kick? Oh, that's easily tripped the back of his leg. Oh, he stomped on him. Bro, what are you doing? Why is this woman's eyelashes so damn big? All right, here we go. What is this? Oh, it's a free kick. Thought it looked like a corner for a moment. Looked like Bayern or Bayern. Bayern here. He's been doing a lot of the free kicks and corner kicks. It's basically going to be treated as a corner kick in 52nd minute in, and it's way too big. So, of course, Bayern Munich kicks it in. And we have a substitute, by the way, during the process. Guerrero subs in for Kim. I think we're a little bit behind. Bro, it just doesn't look like he wants to be there. Oh. Yeah, as the commentary team is pointing out, Bayern has a lot of injured defenders right now. So, and of course, Dortmund, a lot of their heavy strikers are out as well. Sabitzer and Schlotterbeck being the most recognizable names. As Munich goes into Dortmund goal, it looks like Sané is just, or Elise, I should say, is just being smothered. Elise and Sané almost look the same. The ponytails kind of throw me off here. Number 17 for Bayern Munich. Oh, there we go. Gets the ball kicked out. Kimmich, or Kimmich. I can't do those. My tongue is not that good. Okay, shut up. Alright, I'm going to charge my phone here real quick. So, ball's back out in midfield. Yeah, I wonder where Bukkake Lord's at. I know he's big on these watch parties. Here we go. Slide in into Bayern territory. Now the ball's back in the midfield. Here we go. It's a scoring opportunity. Oh, it banged the upright. And, oh my goodness, they almost gave up an own goal. They almost gave up an own goal. It would not have mattered, though, because they're saying that Bayern Munich players were offside in that skirmish, so doesn't matter. They got lucky. This is not the time to be getting complacent, especially in a game like the German Classic. This was just, okay, wait a minute. A lot of these guys are losing their footing on the Bayern side. Here we go. Now Dortmund marches into Bayern territory. Number 6 gets it. Oh, Glory Rossi. Ooh. Groteska with a nice save. A nice trip up there. Goretzka. I keep saying. No. Here we go. Kimmich. Oh. So they're in Dortmund territory trying to make chickens out of chicken shit. Goy Rossi gets tripped up. It was for the ball, though, so it's clean. Oh! They give it a free kick? Oh, my goodness. I thought he went for the ball. Here's the shot at the goal. It would have been an own goal, but they bounce it off. And Kerbal, like clockwork, is right there to save it. Whew! All right, number 25 for Dortmund with the free kick. That's Sule. Here it goes, back into territory. Julian Brandt sets the goal up! Oh, but it's deflected. And they are in the middle of the field trying to make a goal! Everybody's on front of the net. Dortmund taking their time, biding their time here patiently. Rierson tries to get it, and it looks like he's going to hit a wall of Bayern players. And, ooh, nice little spin move. Is that Harry Kane? Harry Kane! Here we go. It's 3-on-4 here. It gets slid into. It's no good. Nothing wrong. He was going for the ball. Dortmund retains possession. Unbelievable. Being able to break up that breakaway. As we are close to hitting the 60-minute mark here. Dortmund 1, Bayern 0. Here at Heath Nation Studios for the German Classic. Bayern are in Dortmund territory still. Sane looking for an opportunity to set up here as the ball is spreading around. Looks like Dortmund has it secured really well. Harry Kane and wide to the left. I'm not sure. Yep, he hit it off the side of his foot. Just enough in an angle. And, of course, Dortmund gets the ball back to Gregor Kerbel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this watch party right now. Again, if you want to watch it on your end, you can watch it on ESPN. Or if you have the Disney app, ESPN+. But most of you probably don't have the Disney Plus app because you're probably not a virgin. Great. I'm using another account, so I'm not a virgin. We're good. Everything's clarified. Great. Damn it. 60 minutes have officially passed in this game. Bayern Munich trying to look for anything they can as once again they're in Dortmund attacking territory here. Sané, headbutt from Dortmund. Trying to set up another shot. Oh, clear push. Yep. Elise gets fouled. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Gross, yep, they're going for the ball. Whoa, that coach for Bayern's freaking the fuck. I don't blame him. But, oh, you know what happened? I think Sully was pulling down and like trying to prevent Gross from getting the opportunity to strike. That's probably what happened. Let's take a look here. The website's about to update here. So Bierre's got the ball. Rierson passes in, and we're going to get another corner kick for Dortmund. Oh, shit. I almost broke my fucking... I almost fucked up my webcam. Alright, Bierre has the... Or no, it's number 13. Oh, it's Emery Chan this time. As you can see there, Pavlosic is being subbed in. Alright, here we go. Corner kick up! And it looks like it's going to go up. Still up in the air. Still up in the air. Still up. Nope. Gets kicked out.
to Bayern.
Inside. Oh! Sane gets pushed out. Or
Michael Olise.
Elise gets pushed out.
For Bayern with Alexander Pavlovich and Serge Gnabry to come on. That's going to be it for Leon Goretzka.
So it looks like Sane's going to be subbed out for Gnabry. Or Gnabry. Sorry. Can't pronounce it. And Alexander Pavlovich. There we go. Good. Okay, you autistic fuck. You got this. Pavlovich has subbed in for Goretzka. And Gnabry has been subbed out for Sane. Bayern has the ball in their own territory near midfield. 63 minutes have passed. Dortmund up 1, Bayern 0. Bayern spreading the ball out in Dortmund territory. Looking to set up a shot here with Elise. Nope. And Goy Rossi gets the ball. Win probability is up for 60% for Dortmund. At the beginning of the match, I think it was at 70% for Bayern, which this has just been a hell of a match. There we go. Elise out in the corner. Nope. Elise. They're trying their best to spread out. Oh, Goy Rossi gets shoved. Here we go. Bayern goes back to midfield here. Bayern charging in Dortmund's territory here. Headbutts about here. Rierson. All right. Pushing into Dortmund territory. That's a shot! And that is in! Bayern Munich with a goal to tie the game up at 1. 10% shot. Rafael Guerrero with the shot. The game is tied. So, game's tied. Of course, Bayern needed that goal badly in the 65th minute. Ooh! Offside, maybe? Surprised that wasn't an offside on that one guy. Because one guy had passed it, and he was like in front of everybody except the goalkeeper. Okay. Well, I guess not. So, game is tied. So, it's now anybody's game at this moment. I mean, the chances were 60%. There was going to be a 40% chance that they were going to score again. So... So now, 66 minutes have passed. The game is tied at 1 here at Heath Nation Studios. Harry Kane tries to go in, but it is deflected. And we're looking for another Bayern Munich corner kick. Guerrero is a former Dortmund player? I didn't know that. It's always these former Dortmund players. Man, Dortmund just needs to learn to keep some of these guys. All right, Kimmich. Corner kick coming. Bunch of Dortmund guys in front. Bayern trying to spread their guys out behind here, and he's just going to shuffle it off to his nearby player. And here we goes. Ball is cleared out, still in Dortmund territory. Rapidly up. Dortmund shuffling the ball around. They get it out again. Dortmund needs to get the ball out. Yep, ball is offside. That's Gnabry right there. All right, Kerbal kicks it off. They're back in midfield now. Bayern Munich looking to search into Dortmund territory once again. Spread the ball around. Gives it to Gnabry. Gnabry cycling through, and that's a corner shot. And Gnabry has given Munich the lead off the bench, 2-1. Bayern Munich leads at home. Damn. Remember what I said earlier. Dortmund, you got complacent, and this is what happens. Munich have the lead at home, 2-1. In the 69th minute. Of course, it has to be the 69th minute. Because why the fuck not? Anyway, looks like from this, Dortmund is going to substitute a couple people out. Ozcan and Julian Brandt are coming out. We get Chuck and Mecha in.
This is the story of Bayern ahead for good. We shall see. Dortmund were in the process.
All right, we're about to be at the 70th minute here.
They haven't made them just yet. Chukwuemeka and Mecha ready themselves to come on. It will be Özcan and Brandt going on. Forward is Ratsgegen. For the goal from Gnabry to take your breath away. Well, it was a great goal. There's no doubt about that. There's nothing going to play. I'm sure. The game, they know that we need to be specialists. Look at Zula and Ajan. And they came out to fucking defend. That was really poor. It's always been a problem with Dortmund this season. Just haven't defended well enough on most occasions.
All right. Throw in, 70th minute.
We say going after this one. Tom the company.
Dortmund, they need to spread the ball out here as they're trying to get into midfield. And they do. Okay. The Mecca. So Bayern Munich gets the ball back. Obig gets the ball back. Looks like he's going to serve up. If I'm a betting man, he's probably going to go, deep into Dortmund territory. And Kerbal responds with a kick into territory here as the ball is in midfield now. Dortmund playing with a little bit more desperation here. Trying their best to get at the ball.
From 11:20 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus. Every single Bundesliga match.
All right, here we go. They're at midfield. There's attack. Man, Elise and number 24 going at it here. And, of course, it's going to result in a free kick from Kimmich. Kimmich will kick it in midfield a little bit into Dortmund territory. Goes Rierson up. Rierson almost had the ball. Greg Kerbal doing his best to save. Here's the win probability. Looks like Bayern Munich's back up at 79%, which is okay. Here we go. Here we go. They're marching in the Russian territory. Gorossi, the number 24, going up. Gorossi gets a headbutt. Oh, and it's going to be, yep, offside on Bayern Munich. So we get a corner kick. Good play by Gorossi. You know, knowing how trajectory works and all that. So we get a corner kick. All right. And, of course, it's number 14. Bier goes it down into the corner here. Headbutts a Glor. Here he goes. Gorossi trying to clear in. Gets it in. And then goal! Anton from out of nowhere takes advantage of Gorossi's antics and gets the second goal for Dortmund to tie it up in the 75th minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves another banger in the German Classic. Gorossi kicks it in. Ulbrich deflects it off, and it's Anton right there. No doubt about it. Comes right in. One touch bounce. And what do you know? Right when they needed it, Dortmund comes in without a shadow of a doubt. It's onside. And much like their first meeting this year, this game is tied at 2. Sorry. I need to stop doing that. Waldemar Anton. His first goal of the season. As Bayern Munich, of course, back on desperation mode here. Back in Dortmund territory. This has been a real... I did not expect this game to be this much of a banger. Elise, of course, with the ball, trying to do some theatrics. Tries to go for a quick shot. One touch. Kerbal with a nice save! Gorossi gives it back to Mecha. Munich trying to keep it in Dortmund territory. They're pressing Kerbal! Harry Kane trying. This is getting intense now. Kane with another shot, but it hits the side. Good Lord. Oh, I got a headache. Damn. God damn. Desperation aplenty as we're about to hit the 80th minute here in a little bit. And Kerbal kicks it off. Into Bayern territory, but it's headbatting into Dortmund territory. Dortmund's defense looks a little bit more defined now. The ball's at midfield. Ooh, gets tripped. No call. It's going for the ball here, and it's a side kick, and doesn't matter. Kerbal gets a chance to kick the ball away. 2-2 is the score here in the German Classic on Heath Nation Studios. Streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Here goes Kerbal. There's Guerrero with the ball. They're spreading around to Kimmich. Gives it to Elise. Back to Kimmich! Up! Gets deflected. Wow. I didn't expect... It was really a tale of two halves here because both teams setting each other up in the first half. And then second half, we already have 4 goals. Damn. Kimmich trying to get the ball into territory here. And they're doing their best, trying to get the ball back into Dortmund territory to make something happen here. Harry Kane gets the ball. Ooh, and it's a kick. Kerbal with a nice save against Thomas Muller. And we're looking at some substitutions here. They're getting players ready. Like I said, it's a little bit delayed on my end because I'm looking at what's happening on the TV. And yep, it's on Munich. No, they're saying no, it is on Munich, so Dortmund gets a chance. But of course they're going to sub in Bayern after a good goal. Of course, Adeyemi, the premier scorer for Borussia Dortmund, was a substitute. He is in the game now. Over on Bayern's side, subbing in for the captain Muller is, of course, Kingsley Coman. And Sully will come out to give Benesbaini, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bensebaini, we'll go with that. Bensebaini will get a shot at competition here as the 80th minute rolls around. Again, the score is Bayern Munich 2, Borussia Dortmund 2, here at the German Classic Watch Party by Heath Nation Studios. As Dortmund gets the ball in their territory, they're going to send it down into Bayern territory, and it's all going to come down to who sets the ball up first. Man! How many of you guys are still here? Are you all excited? Good Lord. Uh-oh. Yep, it's Bayern ball. Can't do that, buddy. Can't do that. All right. Looks like we're at a stalemate at this point. A little bit of update on what the score is. Of course, Getty Images has to be a bunch of jackasses. Bayern's next matches, Heidenheim and Mainz. One team's trying to stay out of relegation. The other one's trying to maintain a spot. Of course, Dortmund has Mönchengladbach. And I couldn't see what the other team was. Hoffenheim, that's what it was. And Hoffenheim is on the verge of relegation. So, interesting next two games for these two teams. If we're excluding the Champions League, which is, of course, next Tuesday and Wednesday. Leg 2. I don't think Dortmund's going to be able to come back 4-0 against Barcelona. But Inter Milan has played a lot of their teams tough in the second half. So expect an all-out balls-to-the-wall affair between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan in that second leg. So the ball is in Bayern territory. They're trying to spread the ball around. But it looks like Dortmund is just up their ass right now. Goy Rossi gets the ball! Nothing. Here we go. As Kerbal gets the ball back. Emery Chan. Well, looks like they're trying to find out how they're going to do this. There we go. Kerbal just going to kick it deep. Yes, as Adeyemi. Yep, Goy Rossi gets the ball. Up. One matter. Oh, that was Chuck. Sorry. Goy Rossi was going to set up, but he was offside, so nothing. Nothing was going to come out of it. Yeah, Goy Rossi gets the ball at midfield. Mecha goes down. Chuck with the ball! Goes wide. Goes wide, and if he touched it, that might be a corner kick for Borussia Dortmund. Let's see. No, he does not. This is a really good game. Like I said, if you guys are watching on ESPN, which is rare because of ESPN. Oh, I guess there is a corner kick here. Okay. I don't know why. Number 13 here raises his hand. Here we go. Douche. Up. Goalkeeper headbutts it out. Nice job by Irving. Irving's been pretty good this game. In place of Neuer, who's been injured. And why are they kicking the other way? Oh, never mind. Okay. Gregor Kerbal kicks it away into Bayern territory. It's on the regular ESPN channel. Flag was up. Okay. Player of the game? I don't know. Let's see how this ends, and then I'll give you all my opinion. Here we go. It looks like they're just trading blows back and forth and back and forth. Territory into territory. Back to the other territory. Back to the other territory. Uh-oh. Emery Chan. Emery Chan has been fighting his ass off this whole game, man. This is Anton's equalizer. Of course, we just narrated that. Pounces on another defensive error. Yeah, we just covered that. Okay. Man, this has been a great game so far. I expect nothing. It's called the German Classic for a reason, guys. The German Classic for a reason. So we see Harry Kane trying to get up. Ooh, Anton, nice deflection there, but Bayern Munich setting up in Dortmund territory. Adeyemi gets the ball out. And Guy Rossi. No, number 7. Who the fuck is number 17? Sorry, I'm getting these numbers mixed up. Oh, it's Chuck. Okay. Cool. Guy Rossi is number 9. All right. We're about to go into extra time here momentarily. What's going to happen here? This is where you earn your paychecks. If you're either Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund, this is where you earn your paychecks. Of course, it's always good when you see like the Munich fans and the Borussia Dortmund fans having conversations with each other. Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool. You know, it's all about the love of the game at the end of the day. You know, no tribalism, no fighting over horse shit. Matcha. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Woo! That was way too close. Way too close for comfort. Like I said, this is not the time for Dortmund to get complacent. It's always been a history. Look at this. Number 13 lines up, and it's on the top of the net. Oh, so close. Gross came so close. If it was just at angle just enough, that would have been the lead right there. An absolute war of attrition right now as we go into extra time here in 15 seconds. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here. Alright, let's see what they get here. 90 minutes have passed. How much extra time we get in 4 minutes? You get 4 minutes to be great. This has been one hell of a game. And it has 4 minutes to be settled. Honestly, I think Dortmund has the advantage right now. They're getting in better shots. Their players are a lot more conditioned. Bayern is more congested right now with their playing style, and that doesn't work for them, especially with their star guys like Kimmich and Kane. Olise is doing great on the outside here. All right, Olise, 91 minutes. Kimmich! Whoa, to the outside. And it's going to be... oh, it's a corner. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Kimmich does this better. Oh, my God. Kimmich does this better than anybody. This might be your game right here. Let's see what happens. Kimmich raises his hand. Let's see what Kimmich mentality is all about. Raises his hand again. Douche. Curveball with the punch. Gets it out. And, of course, Kimmich is trying to set up here. 2 minutes left in regular play until full time. They're pushing. Bayern trying to push, trying to find any way that they can win this at home. and carry that momentum to their close match in the Champions League. They're going to go deep as... Oh, man, this is getting intense. They're in Dortmund territory right now. Air ball! Olise! Oh, if he angled it just enough, that would have been the game sealer, but it hits the framework in the back. Man! 1 minute left before we go into the full time. Kerbal needs to kick this deep enough so that way Dortmund could get an opportunity. Here it goes. Oh! Doesn't matter. The refs are going to let it go. The seconds wind down. And here goes Dortmund. Dortmund has one chance. Dortmund's trying to march. Dortmund trying to march here. Up, it's not going to matter. Ball goes out of bounds. All right, one chance. A little bit of extra time here. Nope, it's over. Bayern Munich, 2. Borussia Dortmund, 2. It goes the distance. No defined winner. And of course, it ends in a draw. Borussia Dortmund, 2. Bayern Munich, 2 at Allianz Arena. Another great game between these two teams. I don't know when the last time both teams tied in the regular season. That is it for the Bundesliga. That is it for this watch party. Man, that was an interesting experience, man. I think it really was a tale of two halves, where Bayern Munich was in a war of attrition to try to get that first goal going, and just nothing worked. And then, in the second half, it was just balls to the wall, everyone going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And this is the result. 2-2 the score. When they were at Dortmund, the score was 1-1. A little bit more goals here in Munich at 2-2. Man! So, what'd you guys think? Man, this is a good game. I enjoyed the hell out of this game. Good Lord. So, there's an amount of uncertainty here. With Borussia Dortmund, it was a good game. Borussia Dortmund, their schedule coming up here. Timmy does eat corn the long way. You're not wrong. With Borussia Dortmund, they're down 4-0 against Barcelona on aggregate. Yeah, I just don't see them making it out. So at this point, I would just say focus on the Bundesliga and trying to get a tournament spot. Or at the very least, get ready for June. Because in June, they come to America for the Club World Cup. They have an interesting table coming up here. Let's pull up the Club World Cup momentarily. FIFA Club World Cup. Have they determined who's going to replace? No, they haven't. So Lyon was supposed to... There's been no announcement on who's replacing Lyon in the tournament. It's going to come down to one of three teams. Americana or America. That's a team from whatchamacallit. Mexico, Columbus Crew, or LAFC with Olivier Giroud. So, yeah, that's... We look at the tables here. Look at Group F is where Borussia Dortmund is. They have Ulsan, the best team from South Korea. Mamelodi Sundowns, the best team from Africa. And Fluminense from Brazil. Dortmund should be okay. Like, they can beat Ulsan without a doubt. Fluminense is going to be tricky. And don't be surprised if Mamelodi puts up a good fight. Honest to God. And then Claudia, brother from another mother. And Bayern Munich, they should be okay. I see them topping out in this one. Auckland City might give them a hard time. Boca Juniors should be interesting. And then Benfica, I don't know what's going to happen there. But Bayern Munich should top out Group C. And Dortmund will have a little bit of a challenge in Group F. Now, of course, let's scroll down to F stage. Look at that. You see this right here? Mamelodi Sundowns, Borussia Dortmund. What's that? What's that say? What does that say? TQL Stadium? Cincinnati, Ohio? You don't say. And there's a certain somebody doing this stream that's going to be going to that game with his dad to be a part of the Yellow Wall? Who knew? Who freaking knew? Yeah, I'm going to be going to this game right here. So, a little bit of an update for you guys in terms of other stuff that we have planned. I'm going to get rid of this screen. Actually, I'm going to make the screen bigger. So, tomorrow, Berserk and Nasty podcast. We're going to be talking about the murder at the track meet. We're going to be talking about Ovechkin getting the record-breaking goal. We're going to be talking about all the lawsuits, whether it be Anthony Edwards giving money to his baby mama, that woman wanting to sue Pat McAfee, or Billy Mitchell winning his lawsuit against Carl Jobst. We're going to be doing a preview of WrestleMania. We're going to be doing a review of AEW Dynasty and ranting about that. And we're also going to be talking about the Minecraft movie. So it's going to be an interesting podcast tomorrow. For sure. Might be a chance I stream tonight. If I do, we're going to be back on here doing VR chat. And, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my coverage of the German Classic. I will say it's interesting. I've never done a full-on commentary of soccer like this before. Not my best work. I always try my best no matter what. You know? But it was an entertaining game overall. Let me get on my phone here. Let's see who's streaming right now. Let's see who is streaming. Phone should be charged up for this meet. Alright. On Twitch, let's see who we can raid. Alright, let's see who's live. Only one person. Great, we're going to raid her. So this is a woman that she's one of these like VTubers who's friends with like Den Hawken and Krista Joe, an MCU fan. So I want to go show her support. I know there's this thing against VTubers, but I really don't give a shit. Let's go say hi to this lovely lady right here. Fire! Fire! Caw-caw! Anyway, that is it. Once again, the score was Dortmund 2, Bayern Munich 2. That's it for this stream. If we stream tonight, good. If not, we'll see you on Berserk and Nasty on my YouTube channel. That being said, let's send it over to